isn't a job. 15 bucks, little man, put that ish.
To make sure that there isn't overcapacity in the industry, which would cause possibly highly destabilizing effects for pricing. So much for the economics of this story. The other part of this is authoritarianism and the political side. China, like the other East Asian societies, is not as authoritarian as it once was. There's no question about that. And there has been a big improvement in the last 30 years. Nonetheless, it is still quite an authoritarian society. It is now similar to other East Asian societies in that much of the authoritarianism is not that obvious anymore, but it's there. For people who live in these societies are truly authoritarian. Basically, still throughout East Asia, and unlike Bush's America, the end justifies the means not just some of the time, but all of the time. The end justifies the means, allows the authorities really to take firm action in pursuit of the national agenda, firm and well-organized action. The secret to modern authoritarianism in East Asia is a process called selective enforcement. The concept is that laws are written strictly and enforced laxly. This sometimes creates the impression that the inmates are running the asylum, but there is method in this madness. And maybe the easiest way to see this is to consider how South Korea controls its car market. I was in Korea about 6 months ago and duly noted the brand names on the cars there. Virtually no foreign cars on the road still in Korea. The Korean government tells us that the proportion of foreign cars on the roads has increased by, what, threefold in the last 5 years. But that actually means just from 1% to 3% of the market is foreign marks. Yet, supposedly, there are no real barriers to foreign producers sending cars into Korea. So how is this effect possible, that on the one hand, the market is, quotes, open, and on the other hand, there are no foreign cars there? The answer is selective enforcement. In Korea, as in many other East Asian nations, tax is rather flexible. On the one hand, the rules are there, but on the other hand, it's understood that you can get away with quite a lot. You can basically evade quite a lot of tax. Obviously, this matters more to wealthy people, high-income people, than to poor people. And the effect is that if you fit in with the establishment's rules, most of them unstated, your tax position is fine. If, however, you make trouble for the authorities or step out of line, the tax laws will be enforced against you, and maybe enforced against you very harshly. The penalties can certainly include imprisonment, and certainly a harsh audit will take many hours out of your time, and you will feel duly harassed. So the effect is that if you buy a foreign car in Korea, you run the risk of a harsh audit, and most people choose to avoid that risk. Hence, they do not buy foreign cars. They do a lot of other things as well, but the most obvious thing is that they do not buy foreign cars. The tax system is used in
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
We're really hip.
They're heroes in the half shell, and they're green.
Hey, get a grip.
When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens.
He's a radical. Miracle Rat.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
That's a fact, Jack.
Raphael is cool but rude.
Give me a break.
Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Ah, my new golden form is resplendent. My vengeance shall be sweet and delicious. You, unusually disgusting earth creature, you shall be among the first to look upon my ultimate golden form. But cower in fear, for it's the last thing you'll see in your physical form.
turn
How
Teddy
dare you
Chatterbox into
interrupt me?
Palette swap-alicious. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, ate 'em up. Boo, ate 'em up.
I'm okay.
Sing, sparkle, sparkle.
Okay, agenda item 6F, clerk report citation payment solution, Mr. Conkey.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. Commissioners, as many of you know, the Sheriff's Department has requested the clerk's office take over the citation entry and payment process. The clerk has agreed to this. All parties involved agree that this is the right course of action. To accomplish this, the clerk will need additional software, hardware, and services. This agenda item will be represents those software, hardware, and services, some of which will be utilized by the staff that you've already approved to add to that office to support this request.
Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Priester, is it your intention to add $79,000 to their annual budget, or are you going to take this from their current operating budget?
It will be added to their budget.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Mr. Bates.
Where will this money come from? What account are we going to
Will
find?
come from contingency. Any other questions? Okay. Hearing none.
You need money for the meter, money for the toll. Don't turn on the heater, daddy's on the door. They tell me that the devil pays good money for your soul. We don't got no dough. Tell me there's $1 in the pocket of your jeans. Need money for the baby, the bacon and the beans. I'd buy you a dozen roses, but I just don't have the means. Don't got no dough. Sorry, Mr. Landlord, I cannot pay the rent. Run down to the bank and ask them where my money went. Then come back and tell me just who overspent. Mister, let me tell you, I blame the government.